Ladies and gentlemen, the greatest signing of all time has just been made. The Toronto Blue Jays are bringing back Max Scherzer on a one-year contract for $3 million and incentives of up to $10 million to run it back for the 2026 season. Now, people may look at this signing and wonder why we made the move. I mean, we already have tons of pitching depth, and Max Scherzer is 41 years old and is 100% going to retire at the end of this year. So, what's the real reason why we brought him back, and why do I think it's such a good move? Well, that is what we're going to get into, so if you're excited for this one, make sure to like and subscribe, and let's begin. If you're unfamiliar with Mad Max's time with the Jays, we're going to have to go back to the beginning of last season. A year no one thought the Blue Jays were going to do good, except for one man. That man, Max Scherzer. He told reporters when he first got to Toronto that he signed with the team because he believed that they had something good going and had the ability to win it all. That was the top of his priority because he had already been in the league for 20 seasons, racked up his earnings, and just wanted to go somewhere for a chance to win a championship one last time. Max Scherzer's early 2025 did not go as planned, as he would make a few appearances but then ultimately end up injured for about a month and a half. This injury would be costly as it would linger with him for the rest of the season, but once he came back, he was locked in and good to go. By the time the Blue Jays were past the halfway point in the season, they were competing for first in the AL East, and Max was a big part of that. Now, later in the season, obviously he did not pitch well against the Royals, which would have clinched the playoffs, but the Jays got the job done. Mad Max finished the year with a .519 ERA in 17 starts, had a 5-5 win-loss record, and struck out 82 batters. The real story, however, begins in the playoffs when he pitched in Game 4 of the ALCS against Seattle, a game the Jays needed to win considering they were down 2-1 in the series. Mad Max came out and delivered and almost killed John Schneider when he tried to take him out of the game. He went 5 2/3, striking out 5 and only allowing 2 runs, helping the Jays win 8-2 and eventually make it to the World Series. Scherzer would get the ball in Game 3 of the World Series, and it pitched pretty alright, going 4 1/3, allowing 3 runs and striking out 3, but we all know how that game ended. And lastly, he got the ball in Game 7 of the World Series, and this is the game that stands out to me the most. In the biggest game for the Blue Jays in 32 years, Scherzer came out and was on fire. He went 4 1/3, giving up only 1 run and striking out 3 batters. Obviously, the Jays would not win this game, but it definitely was not Scherzer's fault. Now, we talked about what he brought to the table last year, but now he is a year older and unfamiliar players have joined the team, so why did it make sense to me to bring him back? Well, for one, a lot of people may look at his stats at base value and think it was a bad signing. That is not the case at all. Max Scherzer all of 2025 was way more than just stats, and I think that will continue to be the case in 2026. Max Scherzer brings that type of energy that I think other players are afraid to show or have. He will fight you just for getting in his way and bark at you when you do something wrong, which this team needs more of. Secondly, he is a terrific veteran for the squad. Obviously, last year all the guys saw what it takes to get to the World Series, but Max has been there multiple times in his career. And it's not just playoff experience. With rising stars like Trey Savage on the pitching staff, he can be a major help at calming nerves if needed, and he will teach you a lot of things that will be good to know for a guy like Trey. And lastly, I'm looking at this more as a coaching contract than anything. Sure, you hope that he will be able to play, and if he gives you the same production as last year, that is an absolute win. But this helps the team tremendously even if he does not play. He will help with guys like Cease and Ponce who are new to the squad, and help players like Jose Barrios potentially have a bounce back year just by talking to them after starts. And right after I made the script for this video, it was revealed Max Scherzer's daughter wrote a letter to the Jays saying she was sorry they didn't win and she hoped Max resigns. So how could you say no? And oh yeah, it's never a terrible thing to have too many pitchers on your pitching staff considering how much these guys get injured these days. So, ladies and gentlemen, I was waiting for this all offseason and it finally came and I cannot be happier. But let me know what you think in the comments down below. Do you like this signing, or would you have used the money on someone else? But with that being said, it's been your boy Brandon. I break down the Blue Jays, and I'll see you next time. Peace.